What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Misfit Effect. I'm your boy, Rawstarr, and I am sitting here to my right. We have CW, and we have a special guest today. We have Elsie May. Elsie May, she's a Twitch streamer, an excellent Twitch streamer. She's a model, an esthetician. I mean, she does do it all. I mean, and she's joined us from Northern California. So tell them a little bit about yourself, Elsie.
Hi, you guys already know my name. I'm Elsie. I have been an esthetician for a little bit over 2 years now, and I've been streaming on and off, oh gosh, I think since 2015. Does that sound right? Basically, Rawstarr, when you met me, that I just started streaming. Yeah, it's been crazy. Like, all these years I've been trying to figure out a way to kind of, I don't know, intertwine Twitch and being an esthetician. So far, still haven't found anything yet, but maybe if I open up my own spa one day, maybe, I don't know, be able to integrate that together somehow.
So cool. She did a whole video on Twitch about her using the black thing to remove the hair. What was it you were removing? The hair, or was it?
Oh, when I was waxing on stream?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the most cringe-worthy stream I've seen in my life.
Hey, it was memorable, though. People still bring it up.
Most people come back and just wondering, are you doing it again?
Maybe. A lot of people have said no, they don't want to see it again. But I don't like to listen to people's opinions anyways. I'll take it into consideration, but we'll see. I don't know.
I mean, we don't care about people's opinions. We don't care. No, but like it was just cringe. It was interesting. You know. So I know one of your listeners wanted to know, why did you get into gaming?
I just grew up with it. I remember, I think it was my 4th birthday that I got my first console. It was the PlayStation, and I grew up with Spyro, Crash Bandicoot, Tekken. Those were like my 3 main games, and I really loved them. I mean, my cousins had, like the Nintendo 64 and all that, so of course I played like the first shooter, I guess I should say I played, was the James Bond shooter.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop you right there and just like, so you can say GoldenEye. GoldenEye, then you can go on.
It's called GoldenEye?
The James Bond game. Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
It was only GoldenEye.
It was only GoldenEye, but go ahead.
Yeah. So, I funny enough, I liked that shooter, but then I never liked a shooter until PUBG. And, yeah. But my main games that I like to play are, platform or MOBAs, aka League of Legends mostly. I'll sometimes play Heroes of the Storm if I'm
People don't play Heroes anymore.
I mean, they just came out with the original character, so I mean, I haven't played since they made her, but I think that's pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, I remember I played a lot of video games with my dad, and so that was like our little like bonding moment, I guess, and just fell in love with it.
So Elsie has this thing about calling me severely old, and she just solidified how young she is compared to me when she just said I was 4 years old and I got a PlayStation when it was brand new. So that just solidifies how young she is compared to me.
Like that, like what? I mean, you talking about like wide release or like
wide release?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. I guess we are kind of old, man.
Yeah, on my stream I always call him ancient and like over 200 years old.
I mean, like, I'm not that much older than you, but I just remember when Nintendo was still bringing out regular games. So, yeah. Yeah.
Do you remember that Super Mario 3 commercial? All the people standing there and they made Mario like.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I remember that.
I mean, I didn't watch a lot of TV though as a kid either.
Oh, I did.
I was restricted.
Well,
they didn't allow me to watch television.
I played a lot of TV. I was a Lock and Key kid.
I've never heard of Lock and Key.
Or a latchkey kid, as some people call it. Child neglect.
Okay.
What?
We like to call it child neglect these days. But I like to think of myself as a responsible 7-year-old.
See,
I knew my ass, lock the door, sit your ass down and watch some TV.
I used to have
Don't die.
I used to have to break into my cousin's room to play my Nintendo.
When I got a Nintendo, it was even easier. Just sit me down in front of the Nintendo.
Like my cousin, like literally took my game system into like he was older than me. He took my game system into his room, and then he would lock. Like he had a patch lock. Patch lock his door when he leaves. So I used to have to like squeeze my way into his room in order to play my Nintendo. That's my childhood, Elsie.
I mean, I remember growing up also playing Reader Rabbit on the Apple computer because my dad used to work for Apple, and that was my jam. I loved Reader Rabbit. That's how I learned my words, my math, and all that good stuff.
We have word munchers. So I don't know what it means.
They had them in some schools.
We had word munchers in Oregon Trail. So.
Oh yeah, true.
What was the one after Oregon Trail? Because I know those kids.
I don't know.
It was the one called a different trail, and they played that one
the
like
Life Trail.
The Happy Trail? Just kidding.
No, so you've been MIA from streaming. What do you think is going to be your next thing to do when you return?
I think I'll be back in December. It's just been really crazy this month with work. I got promoted to assistant manager, so I've been crazy busy. I was thinking about what games to play when I come back, and I'm not sure. I'm kind of open to anything. I mean, I'm sure I'll play League of Legends still here and there, but I'm kind of burnt out on it right now.
Everybody is off season. So, so tell everybody about your modeling stuff really quick. So, because I know that I wanted to shoot you whenever I healed, i.e. Chris actually shooting you when I healed. So tell everybody how you got into that and, things like that nature.
Yeah. So I remember in high school, there is this like, oh gosh, what do you call those people that scout out models?
Pervert.
Basically they came to our school and was like telling us about it and stuff like that, and if we were like interested we could like go up to them for more info, and I did, and they asked me to go audition for their company and stuff, and I did, and they said that I got in and stuff, but my parents didn't want me to pursue that, so I didn't at the time. And then later I just did it anyways. not through the company, but I just joined a like local like photography model group, and they held like photo shoots like once a month, and they were different themes, and then from there it kind of just branched out, and I haven't done a shoot in a while, but
well, I know you've been shooting a lot with oh my God, is it Louis or what's his name?
Mike.
Mike, there we go.
Yeah.
And I know the original photos I saw of you shot with your auntie. So, am I correct? Was that your auntie's pictures?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So check this out, CW. The one that she wants to do with us, which i.e. you and me shooting, if we ever do it, she wants to do like one with the chains and stuff.
Chains?
Like in a bathtub type chain thingy.
Chain? What are you talking about? Like Harry Houdini?
Think of the Tupac one bathtub one, but for females.
Like a gold chain.
Or something like that, or yeah.
Like a 90s hip hop boss or Scarface. Yeah. That's what it kind of looks like. I mean, I remember I'm just thinking of all the softest Tupac bubble baths. He had so many. I feel like he had a few good bullets. Okay. I don't know why you use Tupac bubble bath as a one. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about, man. Yeah, blocking the bubble bath. I remember that one.
In the bathtub.
In the bathtub? Was there bubble bath?
It was supposed to go to.
Oh, I don't know that one. I just know the bubble bath and vibe.
I don't know, but I don't know him in a bubble bath.
Yeah.
Like, that's something that I wasn't.
Google it.
I wasn't preview to Tupac in a bathtub, so I don't know what he's talking about.
Because I think Angie Salas had that poster or something.
I've never seen it. Not in a bathtub.
Something.
Not in a bubble bath.
There was bubbles. Or studs. I would call them bubbles.
What are you taking a picture
of? He's looking. Intern Danny.
Oh.
He's looking.
Yeah, we have an intern over here, and he's showing us the picture of the bubbles.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't remember that one. I've never seen that one.
That is one of his most prolific. He's showing the picture that we're going to do at Elsie.
And then... What the fuck?
Yeah.
I remember this one.
So anyway, that's the one we're going to do with her one day eventually, whenever we can get her back down here. Whenever we get her down here to SoCal. She represents that NoCal.
90s hip hop artists could be in a bubble bath in the 90s.
So Els, tell us about don't go into too much detail, but your ambitions of your own company that you're going to do.
You said don't go into too much detail.
I mean, like this.
I got a company. I want to do stuff with it.
I mean, not like don't say that like a name, whatever, because she has to copyright everything.
Oh, she has to copyright. Oh,
so
I need to be. Hey, we need to go to copyright all these jokes, man. All right.
So you repeat the question.
Your ambitions for your own company.
Okay, so when I was going through esthetician school or beauty school, I wanted to own my own place, and then that I don't know. When I started working in the field, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to own my own spot anymore and do my own thing. But then I've revived that dream and maybe, I don't know, own spas across the U.S. That's a very far away dream, but yeah.
I mean, I know this man right here is a good person. He started his own business. We're actually in his company right now.
Yeah, I got a PT studio. Yeah.
Hey, he has like if you look it up, it's CC Fitness. It's on the window.
Yeah, I guess I do own it. I mean, it's cool.
You guess.
I mean, it's a trip. I own a business, and I have like stuff and clients. I don't know.
Give yourself more credit.
You always feel like you do better.
Yeah, but you own it. This is yours. This is one.
I own a building though, so I need to own the building.
I mean, yeah. But you still own the facility. So
yeah, you gotta start somewhere. So I can see her name's right there. I don't even have to ask. I knew it though already.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just give me a look like
so. This owning your own thing and like, so without getting too much into it. You said all over the country. Yes. So what's your thing? What's the thing that's gonna make it kind of? Can you dance around it without telling us too much? The thing that's gonna pop.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it too much, but I just want to.
For our listeners, what does an esthetician do?
And another word for esthetician, or a better phrase for people to understand, would be skincare specialist.
Pow.
Yeah. So, but I specialize in hair removal, the sugaring method. And that is a method where if people have sensitive skin or they just don't like wax, sugar is the better alternative because it's all natural. It's just sugar, water, and lemon.
Okay.
And,
to remove hair?
Yeah, it removes hair, and it doesn't stick to live skin cells like wax does. And surprisingly, there's not a lot of places, excuse me, here in NorCal that do it. I know in SoCal there's a lot more studios and salons that do it. So same thing with Portland and Seattle, but for some reason in the Bay Area, it hasn't really boomed yet.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
I wonder if that's just because people try to be bougie in Hollywood out here, and everything in NorCal is expensive.
Excuse me.
You okay? Drink some water?
Yeah, I don't know. Like something's tickling my throat. 1 second. I'm gonna go get some water.
I know she doesn't drink her water. So the one that you want to open is just going to focus just on skincare, or do you want it to focus on all types of things? Or did she go away?
I don't know.
I think we lost her. She literally ran to get some water. Okay. I said, so when you want to start, are you just going to focus on skincare, or are you going to focus on all types of different things?
You know, when I was going through beauty school, I really enjoyed like skincare treatments. So like chemical peels and microdermabrasions and like basically like helping people with their skin. And now that I've done hair removal, I think I like hair removal more now. So I'll probably just focus on hair removal, again with the sugar technique, and maybe add skincare in later. Yeah, right now I'm loving hair removal.
Yes. Okay, so let's before we get into our main subject of the podcast, I know one of your loyal subjects wanted to know. His name is Dope. It's Galley, whatever. He wanted to know what was your what are your favorite video games, or your first experiences playing your favorite video games that you let play now?
Again, like I said, I grew up on Crash Bandicoot and Spyro and Tekken, and also my cousin had the Sega, so I played a lot of the Sonic games. So that was fun. I think out of those, probably Spyro and Tekken were my favorite. And
you know, someone got mad at me because I said Spyro was a different color.
You said what?
Spyro was a different color. Spyro, he's purple.
Different color?
He's purple. I was playing this video game on Twitch, and I said he was blue. But anyway.
Okay.
I don't play the game. I just do I. Anyway, and I know Kobo's wanted to know, what is your favorite anime?
My favorite anime, currently, oh gosh, probably Attack on Titan. Even though I haven't caught up on the season that's out right now. So.
Well, no, he
watches what?
Attack on Titan.
I haven't watched the current season yet.
That's what she did.
Yeah, no.
I can't get into it
because you.
It's so weird. No, it is such a weird anime, but like I got hooked onto it and I just can't stop watching it. Well, I already finished the first and second season, but I haven't watched the third season.
I can never get into the Attack on Titan, and I don't know what it is. It's just not one of the animes that can just like keep and maintain my attention. You know. I know you notice I watch a lot more harems than anything else.
I do like harems. I'm excited that Fruits Basket is returning. That was like my favorite manga / anime.
I really don't like Fruit Basket.
You didn't like Fruits Basket?
Everybody loves Fruit Basket. No.
Do you have ever seen Fruit Basket?
No, but I heard it's popular.
No. I tried to watch it and it's just no. To me, it's worse than trying to watch Nana. So.
But why?
Nana either. It's boring. Elsie, you like boring anime.
Wow, you just have bad taste, Rawstarr.
I have okay taste.
No, you have basic taste. Okay, let's be real.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Basic. Basic.
I know it's one anime that we watch in common. So we will watch Satama.
Oh, One Punch Man. I like One Punch Man too.
Be real.
It's a good anime.
Everybody listens. It's fun.
I mean, the season 2 is supposed to come out soon too.
Oh, really?
Wait, did you say season 2 of One Punch Man?
Yeah.
That's what I said.
One Punch.
All right, turn back here. So, our main subject we was going to talk about was we said Disney a while. Like when we talked about you coming on, we were going to talk about Disney and stuff like that. And little fact that you don't know, CW, but she was the reason I finally saw Mulan.
Oh yeah.
It was one because some people know I love Disney movies and I put a lot of them off to watch, and you kind of forced me to watch it.
I didn't force you to watch it. What? That makes it sound terrible. I just asked if you wanted to watch it with me.
You forced me to watch the second one. Oh my god, that was.
I did force you to watch the second one, and I knew it was terrible, but I just wanted you to watch it.
Is it the same thing?
Well, I haven't seen the second one.
Mulan, it was someone saying I didn't force you to watch it, but I wanted you to watch it.
No, that's not the same thing.
And then they say, "Come on, you might as well watch the second one. You already watched the first one."
Well, no. That's enough.
Yeah, but if someone was just there, come on.
I guess that's if you internalize that pressure, that's on you. Or at least that's what they're doing to you, so they're intimidating you.
Yeah, exactly. Elsie's intimidating.
She's like, you better watch this.
Oh, I fear the Else. So, no, but I know when I first brought this up to her attention, it was me going back to the same thing I told you a few years ago, and you didn't want to buy it. So, I'm gonna bring this up to you first before I ask CW his opinion. So, you know the story of Aladdin, right? The anime, cartoon.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, I was telling CW that Aladdin is still technically owed a wish.
Oh man, whatever.
He is.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. You want to get technical.
And he wasn't agreeing with me at first at all. Now he's agreeing with me.
I guess there's that one part, but he saved his life. He could have been nope, and then just been up and down here.
I mean, it's
in the bottom of in the water with his dead body. It would have been over.
The thing is, if you don't even count that one, really, he still was owed a wish.
Why?
Because, think about this. What was his first wish?
Make him a prince or something like that.
Make him a prince.
Okay,
that was the first wish. And what is Jeannie saying throughout the entire cartoon? Tell her the truth that you're not really a prince.
Okay.
So.
So you saying
technically
he didn't really make him a prince. He just made him look like a prince, and so he didn't really fulfill the wish because he keeps telling him, "Tell her you're not a prince."
I see. I guess that's a loophole.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm just saying. You actually think about it though.
But maybe the genie was like, "Hey, you trying to really hit her up? You tell her you're not a prince." And then she was like, "Oh, he's not an arrogant prince."
So, yeah, exactly. Where is the wish at? Because like the whole rule right now is a princess cannot marry anybody unless they're a prince. And he was like, "Hey, I'm trying to get in."
Oh yeah, then why would he tell her you're not a prince? You can't marry. Yeah, that was stupid. I guess. And then but people have too much time on their hands. They need to go build something.
And then it's like if you want to count when he's down there drowning, okay, that's one wish because he couldn't say it anyway. So I'll let that one slide on principle. But like he only really uttered one wish that was actually became true in technicality, in reality. Yeah. And he didn't marry the princess until the third movie.
Okay, but Genie was free.
Yeah, Genie could be on his own little way by then.
But he was all like, "Hey, I like having your adventures with you guys, especially on these television series." Yeah, and most of the original cast, except for Robin Williams.
And they weren't married on a television series. Right?
That's fine. You have to have a long courtship. A long show.
It took 8 years for him to become a prince.
Hey, it be like that. I know people that never.
I'm just saying. I'm like, yeah.
That's true. He was being a fiance for a long time. He's like, I granted wishes. I got just to get you, baby. You won't even marry me. I should be part of the kingdom, and I gave up 3 wishes trying to get you, baby.
He did.
Yeah, I could have wished for a kingdom. But I was trying to get with you, Princess Jasmine. I'm just like, wait, is her mom? Her mom's dead, right? Why are all Disney princesses' mom dead?
Why are all they dead? Well,
wait, who's mom is alive?
Elsie, who's Disney mom's alive?
Oh, Mulan.
Oh, except for Mulan.
But the thing is,
everybody's mom dead except for the one Disney princess that pretends to be a man.
Hey, and Elsie?
Huh.
No.
And Elsie? She's not she's a Disney princess, but she wasn't a princess.
I get it. Well,
you a hater. You a hater. Stop hating on Mulan. She saved the country, man.
She's not like
you hate.
I mean, she is a Disney princess.
She is a princess,
but she's not a princess.
She saved.
She's technically a princess, and like. She has a mom, but
technically,
they
all the real Disney princesses, they have dead moms.
Yep.
What about
Tangled?
Black
Rapunzel.
You said who?
Rapunzel. In Tangled?
Wait, isn't her mom dead though?
Her mom's alive.
Oh, her mom's like, I never seen Tangled. I thought it was good.
Well, now you gotta go see it.
So her mom's alive. Okay,
but she's never in it. She didn't raise her.
Wait, did they does anybody eat cabbage and turn into donkeys in Tangled?
No.
Okay, I was wondering. You gotta watch an old Nickelodeon Rapunzel to know what I'm talking about.
I don't even know.
It's a weird.
I'm not even that
very
old.
Weird. It's this weird. I think it was a Japanese produced show on Nickelodeon that did all these fables, and they just had weird things in it where so at some point the guy falls. So the prince who goes to save Rapunzel, he falls out of the tower. He gets blinded with these thorns. He's wandering the countryside blind or whatever. Somehow he gets his vision back, but there's this cabbage patch not too far from their tower,
that has this magical cabbage that can turn you into a donkey. Somehow Rapunzel and the old lady get it, and they get turned into donkeys. And the guy, when he gets his sight back, he realizes, like, oh, these 2 donkeys are Rapunzel and the grandmother. What do? He takes Rapunzel, back to the same patch of the cabbage patch and eats, like, the opposite cabbage and sells the other lady, and she gets worked to death as a donkey.
What type of?
It was on Nickelodeon.
This is Nickelodeon?
Yes.
What type of dark stuff were you watching?
It was the late 80s, early 90s. Nah, it was straight in the day.
But what about Tiana, the Princess on the Frog? Her mom's alive, too.
Is her mom alive? I haven't even seen that.
I thought Jasmine was Tiana. Who's Jasmine?
Jasmine from Aladdin.
Aladdin. Nah, you just know a lot of black girls named Jasmine.
Back here.
Yeah, he's like, Jasmine. He finally said Tatiana. He was like, oh, wait, no, you talking about the Latin.
No,
but that's just a mixture.
Yeah, but like Chris Nadine, didn't Chris Nadine lose his kingdom anyway?
Who?
Chris Nadine.
Who is that?
From Princess and Frog.
Oh, I haven't watched that one.
What you say? He lost his kingdom.
Wait. How was Tatiana a princess?
Because she married Prince Nadine.
Oh, because she married the prince.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess most of these princes aren't really princes.
Yeah.
Until they marry into.
I mean, like literally, the only princess. The only princess that didn't marry into it was the Frozen girls and
Sleeping Beauty and Snow White.
Yeah, he's like the only ones that didn't make it are like half are half of them.
Yeah, Ariel's a princess. What? Who else?
Yeah, just go ahead and walk away. Yeah, you're right. But they don't have a mama.
What do you mean? There's like half of them. Like, yeah. What?
I said they don't have a mama though. They don't have a mother. They don't have a strong female role model.
That's why they're all troubled.
And they're all looking for some they're all looking for captain.
What?
I didn't want to say the whole thing. You had to get captain. Think about it. Snow White, the first dude she meet really after the dwarves she marries. Sleeping Beauty marries the random dude that kisses her and wakes her up. Who's the other one? Who's the other? Cinderella. She met a guy, had one dance with him. He brought her back her musty shoe. She married him. Like Little Mermaid saw some dude just selling, and she saved him from drowning, and then she wanted to have sex with him. And that was
she's like, I'm gonna give everything that makes me me up for this man. Message.
That's what you got with Prince Adam.
In the original story, she does all that, and he doesn't give up his. He doesn't fall in love with her, and then she dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, Little Mermaid. She dies and becomes like a sea nymph, like.
Yeah, because
sea spirit.
That was the whole wish was that if she wasn't successful, she'll lose everything.
Yeah, like if she didn't fall in love with her like a year, he was like, I'm good. I'm not down with this. I'll mess with death, girl. What was she doing with her hands? She just making sounds. Sound like a seal. I can't do this. No, she wasn't really deaf. She just couldn't speak. So I know if she could even make a noise. So she's gonna be like, okay, that's fucked up. That's horrible. Or I don't know. In one of my schools, we had a deaf janitor, and he used to shriek in the lunchroom, and it was like, oh God, it hurt her ears so bad. He couldn't hear it, but he knew. He knew because he would do it, and I'd be like, oh my God, everybody be quiet. I don't know if he could hear the vibration of his. He can feel. He could feel. Oh yeah, I guess he could feel the vibration of his crazy deaf voice.
Okay, that was kind of
because it was like ear piercing, and then like, oh man, like so that's what it's like if you never heard a sound.
So
I'm sorry. That just when I just went down a hole.
You went down a hole where you kept on digging. So what is your favorite Disney one anyway, Elsie?
My favorite Disney movie?
Yes, ma'am.
Oliver and Company?
That's a good one. I don't. It's either.
That was really great. Rescuers Down Under?
Wow. You know, they always say Rescuers is like a underrated Disney movie.
You want to know the truth? I didn't know that it was a second movie. I was like, The Rescuers Down Under. Okay. And then I was like, hey, I didn't, like, this is weird. They're like, these people are married and I don't understand. Like, it seems to be all this backstory when I was a kid, so I was like, there's not another movie. And then I was like, oh, there's a Rescuers? But I was like 20-something. Miss Bianca.
Do you know what though? I feel that some of those part 3s and 2s of movies aren't that good at all, but
Rescuers Down Under.
Cinderella 3 is a really good.
You better get the fuck out of here. Cinderella 3.
Cinderella 3.
Cinderella 3.
Yeah.
I did like Cinderella 3.
Well, what is it about Cinderella 3?
Her stop putting pickles in front of me.
What? Excuse me?
He keeps waving pickle at me. Number 3 is about her sister.
Rose. Wait, no, that's Snow White. Never mind.
Yeah, the evil sister, and what if she got to marry the prince?
Wait, the third one is like a. Oh, okay. I can dig that.
And yeah, so I don't want to spoil
Did she
it.
just destroy the kingdom?
No,
Or
just
was
like
she just like, oh, she's a princess too.
basically, she ended up with a happy ending.
Oh, she ended up with happy.
They all like, yeah. I'm gonna say.
So wait. So if the sister ended up with the prince, everybody got a happy ending.
No.
So who got a happy ending?
The one that ended with the prince and Cinderella.
Oh, so the other sister didn't end up with a happy ending.
She didn't.
So if in the original story she would have married the other sister, then 2 would have been people, and one of the sisters wouldn't have got their eyes plucked out by birds, right?
Basically.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it has to do with just them killing Bippity Boppity Boo. So
Bippity Boppity Boo.
The
fairy godmother.
They killed the fairy godmother.
What? In the car? What the fuck? It's crazy. They get crazy on straight to DVD. They like, we bodying people on straight to DVD. They're like, you don't know. Cinderella 3. Fairy Godmother's Reckoning.
Yeah, but she enjoyed it. So
they killed the fairy godmother. She was like, I'll turn this pumpkin into a carriage, and then we're gonna turn your brain to mush.
And he
Boppity boo. Wow. Wait, how did they kill her? It was the offspring, was a silhouette.
Come on.
They killed her with a wand. They stabbed her with it.
No, like her magic. They used her magic again.
Oh, and then she just disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh. Not like the old Disney stuff where they'd be like, here's a silhouette of them dying.
So
watch them get stabbed.
Let's go ahead and finish the question. What is your favorite? Disney movie?
I really like Tangled, Frozen was good because I liked the fact that they weren't like I don't need a prince to save me kind of thing. And
I mean, one of them they kind of did.
Wait, what are you talking about?
No, not really, because
no, they didn't need no princess. The princess, prince. It was like he was actually the bad guy. I mean
the other dude. That helped,
oh, that's just the dude. He didn't even really need him at all.
Yeah.
He didn't really need him.
He was I think he was just like a bumbling, he was like a sidekick.
But I don't like
the moose
the thing
in the snowman.
I will say this. I like Frozen.
You better let it go, man.
I didn't like Frozen songs.
What?
I didn't like Frozen songs.
Cold never bothered me.
Except for that one. Except for
and what about the song between the sister and the prince?
No,
I like we're gonna do it.
I like the one that Olaf song.
What about the prince? The one prince? What's her name?
I like the songs.
Anna and who's the other one? Anna and
That's some good songs, man. Frozen has some good songs. And I don't really like new Disney songs. I was watching Moana. Disappointed.
Yeah.
Oh, why were you disappointed?
I'm disappointed in the caliber of songs now.
Okay.
For Disney movies, I'd be like, "Are y'all trying?" Or like when I was like listening to it, I was like, "Oh, okay, so they're gonna be they messed it up."
I'm looking forward to the live action ones that got coming up. I just hope Beyonce's horrible acting doesn't mess up the Lion King.
Come on, follow me, Simba.
I'm actually I don't know about you, but the trailer was really disappointing for me.
I like the trailer, but I just know Beyonce can't act.
Wait. She can't act. You're right. She can't. But the last time we've seen her act has been like 5 years. So maybe she got better.
Where was she practicing though?
I don't know. She got lots of money. Maybe if you want to work on this Lion King thing, Beyonce, you want to.
Yeah, but like she's just
got better at rapping.
She's just a voice. So hopefully she doesn't destroy voice acting. Then otherwise it's just sad.
It's me, Nala. I'm here to support you on Pride Rock.
That's exactly how she sounds too. So Aladdin looks good. The live action Aladdin.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm excited to see what Scar looks like in Lion King. Rafiki look cool.
Oh.
Simba was, man.
I want to know what he looks like.
And Dumbo's getting live action too.
Wait, who's playing Scar on this one?
I don't recall.
You don't recall? Because the original actor is dead.
Well, I mean, like the same person who played Sarabi, she passed away too.
I know. I don't
know who's. I mean, the only person who came back is James Jones.
Weird. But I'm just wondering who's going to play. Because, Scar has a...
I have the name, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay. I'll look.
So, yeah, but you see they're having a live action Dumbo too, so.
Oh, I started to watch that trailer, but I didn't.
So, you find it really quick.
No. It says all the reasons you recognize Newscorp. Why they okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay, he's taking forever to do that.
Is it Chitwell Ejiofor?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chitwell Ejiofor. Yeah.
I don't know. Is that
Yeah, that's who it is.
Black Panther?
No.
Then
that's Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, I don't know who you're talking about then.
He's been in a lot of movies.
Okay. But
he was in 12 Years a Slave.
Okay. Right there, okay. She's right there.
He'll sound very different.
So Elsie, really quick, we have to wrap up. Tell everybody your social media, where to find you, how can they contact you, etc., etc.
Twitter, Twitch, Instagram at Elsie Telly, ELSIETELLY. Telly is short for television, by the way. A lot of people ask me what that means. So there's that. And then my Facebook is official Elsie May. So, yeah.
So if you look at Elsie Telly on Google, a dead Latino woman comes up. Just letting you know.
What? Hold up.
Hey, and really quick, everybody, you want to follow us, Burbank Misfits, on Twitter, on Facebook, the Burbank Misfits on Instagram, at Rawstarr for me, that's on Twitter, and on Instagram, Jess_Chris, Jess_genetics_Chris on Instagram for Chris, or CC Fitness LA on Instagram and Twitter. Thanks for listening, and tune in next week.